everyone, welcome back to Life on Margot Lane. Okay, I wanted to catch you up. This is part two of the exterior of the doll's house. This is the second coat of paint that I've done, and I am so pleased with how it's looking. It's still drying, but it's not coming off anymore. Yay! And I want to thank all of you who commented on the last video. There was one person who said she was screaming at the screen, use the gesso! Well, the gesso as a primer for the house really worked. And I think the reason why the paint was coming off is because even though this is a wood dollhouse, it has more like of a melamine finish, like IKEA shelves, that plastic coating. That's why I was having trouble having paint adhere to it. Nonetheless, I've done the second coat of white paint, and we'll see how that dries, and we'll move on to painting the trim a bit later today. Today is a beautiful day out here, and let's look through the window. Out here in Hawaii, the sun is out, so I'm going to go take a walk shortly. But I wanted to show you what's going to be next. Once I paint the trim, which shouldn't take, well, with the little tiny brushes, it'll take a while. I'm going to be in the process of separating my stonework by size so that I can really plan out how I'm going to attach it to the base of the house. It's simple enough to use. Again, this is called Andy Mini Brick and Stone, and it really looks like authentic cut stone that you see on buildings in your home and things like that. Looks like there's probably 4 different sizes that come in the package. And I'm going to take, as I said, and separate them all so that I can use them and plan them effectively. It says all I have to do is attach them with simple wood glue. Or simple white glue. I have my Aliens Techie glue, and I have Gorilla Glue. And considering what I went through with this house, I think I'm going to use the Gorilla Glue to make sure nothing falls off or happens. So I'll go through all these and separate them by sizes. And look at that, there's another size. And put them in separate containers. And then I'm going to carefully, and I do mean carefully, plan out how I will lay them on here before I adhere them, because we want that to be one and done. Anywho, for now, I'm going to let this paint dry. I'm going to go enjoy a little bit of sunshine out there, and I'll be right back with what's next. Okay, the second coat of white paint has dried, and I think it looks pretty wonderful. I've got an extra lamp here, and now I am doing the second coat of black paint along the windows. You can hear my roosters out there crowing. And it takes, oopsies, let me get a little light on there. There we go. Takes a little tiny brush and a very careful stroke to get this on properly. Whew. But I'm happy with the way it's coming out so far. This part here will be gray, as well as this part. And eventually I'm going to put window boxes with flowers there. But for now, I think we're coming on pretty good. So I'll keep this going. All right. So here we are. I think this is probably day 2, maybe 3 of me painting. It's taking a little while because I have these small brushes to use, but I think it's coming along pretty wonderful, if I do say so myself. Perfect? Of course not. It's not perfect, but it's my dollhouse, and I'm having fun. So you can see here I've done a couple of coats of the white on the exterior, as well as the gray trim and the black for the windows. It just is a little tedious. I've done part of the chimney. I need to paint the top, but it's, and I haven't decided on the roof yet. So that's still to come. That'll probably be the last thing I do. I've done some trim here. I still have more coats to do, and I have some line-up work to do where you can see there, it's a little wavy on the finish. But isn't that part of the charm when you're playing in make-believe? That it's almost real, but it's not. Anyway, next thing I'm going to do is, as I said before, I'm going to sort the stones and start laying those out so I can start attaching those to the house and do some more touch-up paint. Oh, and I realized I can take this front panel off. There's 4 screws holding it, and that way I can paint the door properly, like laying flat, because doing it like this, oh boy, that may not work very well. And I haven't selected a color yet. I might do like a brilliant blue or something. Oh, so let me keep working. You know, this side of the paint came out a lot better than this side. Must be the brush. I'll keep working. Okay, I want to show you how I'm laying out the stones. I put in here before that Andy Mini Bricks and Stones is what I'm using. And they come in a bag like that. So what I chose to do was to separate them on shapes and sizes. So you have rectangular ones and smaller square ones and very thin ones. Okay, so if you separate them, then you'll know how to lay them out, or I'll know how to lay them out properly on the house. What I did here is I cut a piece of cardstock. It's underneath there, the same size as this lower wall. And this is going to be my guinea pig wall. This was the first wall I painted, and this will be the guinea pig for putting these on to make sure they stick. And I like the layout. So I cut it precisely, and as you can see, I took my time and laid out the stones the way they should fit. Now, I've only dropped this once and had to redo it once. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. But I think trial and error is the way to go. And I'll do it on this side first. And then I'll continue around the base of the rest of the house and the sides of the door and such. Again, I still have more touch-up paint to do, but I think these are going to look fantastic. So I've gotten this far with installing the stone on the side. Oh my goodness, I think it looks fantastic. Now, I shimmed it up with a little piece of wood because I want to keep this little ridge here clear at the bottom, you know. So that's just to hold them while they dry. It doesn't take very long. I'm using that Gorilla Glue, and it holds pretty quick if I just press it in. So I'm happy about that. Now, remember I said I was putting these on the paper and only dropped it once? Nope, dropped it 3 times. So I had to start all over. Now, these 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bitty piece are left over from my layout. Have no idea where they were. Have no idea why they're not fitting this time. But that's okay. Let's keep going. I did those off camera, so I thought I'd do a couple pieces on camera. I just put a little glue on some paper here with a little stick. And let me tell you, my manicure is busted. But that's okay. That's from doing construction work on the house. Now I'm gonna put that piece just there. And and the directions of this, or the paperwork for these bricks, say that you can actually cut them with a scissor or an X-Acto blade, which I haven't used yet, but there's still a hope, me and my X-Acto blades. So we'll just put that one there. It's a little Really, Margot? I keep sticking my hand in the glue. Okay. It's a little close, but that's okay. I mean, it's going to look gorgeous. So if you just hold it for a second, and then it stays. Now, this little portion here, I think I need to add one. So in the bag, some of the pieces were just a few, not many shards were in there. You know, like the bottom of a potato chip bag. So I'm going to use those in the place of these spaces. That one might fit. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, so to get the right side, to put the glue on, and then I'm gonna use my tweezers to just shove it in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then put it in place. And remember, there's gonna be mortar. I mean, just like you'd have your walls outside on your home. Huh? I'm so pleased with myself. Oh, and you know, these lines that are on the house, that are kind of drawn on the house, like here, I'm using those as a guideline for, let me put the camera back, on where, and you can kind of see it in there on how to line these up. So that's very helpful. Now, I think I need one more little tiny piece there, and we'll call it a day on this. And I need to take a break for the rest of the day. Had a great day today. This is so much fun. There we go. Let's stick her in there. I probably could have used a bigger piece, but it's fine. I'm learning to take my time and enjoying the moment. Look at it. Let's move this stuff out of the way. I can't believe this. Oh, oops. Okay, and let's move that. Bound to knock it over. I can't believe I did this. Oh, I mean, I'm a handy person around the house. You know, designing and decorating all this stuff and painting. But, oh, it's so tiny and it's so adorable. I think I did a good job. What do you guys think? Okay. All right. Now, to let it dry, and then we'll do the mortar together, or I'll do the rest of the house. And like on this edge here, like that, I may fill it with mortar or a very thin piece of stone. You know, we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Right now, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. So while we're here, I got this contraption going on. I'm wondering if I could get your advice on what to do about the roof. Now, we've talked before about, this is a piece of black cardstock, about me getting shingles to go on top, but that just makes it a lot heavier. So I put a piece of black paper just to get an idea. This is a heavy cardstock. And let's zoom out a little bit on what it would look like. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. To have a black roof. Or I'm also thinking of doing something kind of radical. Let's go over. I'm making a mess. Okay, I'm gonna fall over. When I talked about the door, which I still can't get off, I'm trying, I did some test samples of colors that I might like. I think I'm going to go with pink because I love pink and it's my dollhouse and I can do what I want. That deep, rich pink on there, I think it'll be gorgeous with the gold hardware. We shall see. And if that's the case, what if I do the roof in a light pink? On camera, it doesn't look as rich and gorgeous of a color as it is, but it's not very bright, but it's pink. Yeah, I don't know. Looking at it on camera and here, that may not be a good option. You know, so I think I'll carry on with, focus Margot, one thing, and I'll finish up on this side, the siding on the house, and touch up painting and painting, getting that door off, painting the door, and then we'll decide on the roof because we've got plenty of time. All right, so that does it for the next part of this exterior. I did do some more touch up painting here. Oopsies, my whole setup is falling apart and it's actually kind of funny, but I'm having a good time. Stay tuned. We'll do part 3 next. Yeah, because I still got to paint the chimney, decide what to do, because I may do stones on the chimney top. That might look cute, right? Not on the chimney top. Just a little, give it a little, if I have enough left. So I'm excited. Thank you for watching Life on Margot Lane and my fun antics with my house. Let me know your thoughts on the roof color. Yeah, I think I'm out of control. Appreciate you watching. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And I'm curling my fingers because I need a manicure. Anyway, thanks for watching so much, everyone. Bye.